The Apocryphal Books. There are different lists of apocryphal books depending on the tradition, but the most commonly recognized books in the Catholic and Orthodox traditions include 1. Tobit. A story about a righteous Israelite named Tobit, who, despite suffering blindness, remains faithful to God. His son Tobias embarks on a journey with the angel Raphael, leading to healing and blessings. 2 Judith. A historical romance about a Jewish widow, Judith, who deceives and beheads the Assyrian general Holofernes, leading Israel to victory. Third additions to Esther. Extra passages not found in the Hebrew version of Esther, including prayers and references to God's intervention. Fourth, Wisdom of Solomon. A philosophical text attributed to Solomon, discussing the nature of wisdom, righteousness, and immortality. Femte Sirach, Ecclesiasticus. A collection of ethical teachings written by Jesus ben Sirach, covering wisdom, virtue, and practical morality. Sixth, Baruch. A book attributed to Baruch, the scribe of Jeremiah, encouraging the exiles in Babylon with themes of repentance and hope. Seventh letter of Jeremiah. Often included as part of Baruch, this is a warning against idolatry, emphasizing that pagan gods are powerless. 8. First Maccabees, a historical account of the Jewish revolt against the Seleucid Empire, led by Judas Maccabeus, which led to the rededication of the Temple, origin of Hanukkah. 9. Second Maccabees, a theological retelling of events from First Maccabees, emphasizing martyrdom, resurrection, and God's justice. 10th, Additions to Daniel, includes 3 extra sections: the Prayer of Azariah and the Song of the Three Young Men, inserted into Daniel 3. Susanna, a story of Daniel defending an innocent woman. Bel and the Dragon, accounts of Daniel, proving false gods are powerless. Eastern Orthodox Apocrypha, deuterocanonical books. The Eastern Orthodox Bible includes additional books beyond the Catholic Apocrypha. 1 Esdras, alternative version of Ezra Nehemiah. 2 Esdras, apocalyptic writings. 3 Maccabees, a story of Jewish persecution under Ptolemy IV. 4 Maccabees, philosophical reflections on martyrdom. Psalm 151, an extra psalm attributed to David. Apocrypha in Protestant traditions. During the Reformation, Martin Luther and later Protestant scholars removed the Apocrypha from the Old Testament canon, labeling them as useful for reading, but not divinely inspired. The King James Bible, 1611, originally included the Apocrypha, but later editions removed it. New Testament Apocrypha. Separate from the Old Testament Apocrypha, these are early Christian writings not included in the New Testament canon. Some examples: Gospel of Thomas, a collection of Jesus' sayings. Gospel of Peter, an alternative resurrection account. Acts of Paul and Thecla, stories of Paul's missionary work. The Apocalypse of Peter, an early vision of heaven and hell. The apocryphal books provide historical, theological, and moral insights that influence Jewish and Christian thought. While debated in terms of their canonical status, they remain significant in biblical studies and religious traditions.